Every single day. Yes, we are blessed and we feeling all right. Isn't that right, Tish?
That's right. We in the
Yes.
building. How y'all doing?
What's it? It's Monday. It's Monday.
Jazz
My
hands.
girl Tish is back. We are back, baby.
Yes.
Woo, we are blessed. Yes, we are blessed. Blessed.
Absolutely.
Happy
Absolutely.
Monday, everybody, and
Happy
welcome to
Monday.
Oria's O'Shea podcast. Yes,
Let's do it.
yes,
Let's
we
do it.
do. And I'm back on this Monday with my girl Tish, and we're gonna bring it as always.
Yes,
How
yes.
everybody out there? Hello.
Hello.
Woo, Tish, did you see what I shared with you the other day? People are watching us.
Yes, I did. I'm liking those numbers.
What?
I'm liking those numbers. So
We might not look, our subscribers might not be on point, but baby, somebody's watching us. We had
Oh,
96
yes. We're gonna get the
reviews.
subscribers to subscribe.
What? Yes, I need for you to don't be creeping with this scrolling and checking us out. No, you need to subscribe.
Click.
We got all those reviews. We got more than 100 people. We got 101 subscribers. Okay, we broke that. Now we aiming for 500. So I want those that have subscribed. Just thank you very much. But I need for you to spread the word.
Spread the word.
We definitely got people that's got their eyeballs on us. What? Yes, we do. Somebody's watching us. Somebody's paying attention.
I love it. Yes. That's a beautiful thing.
So awesome. Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to Oria's O'Shea podcast with me and my girl Tish. As the story goes, I am a really driver. I am the CEO of Oria's O'Shea. Started out playing around in the kitchen, got it into my kids' salon that at that time was in Philadelphia. It went from the kitchen to Whole Foods, and from Whole Foods, it just opened up doors, many doors. I've done so much, and I give all the glory to him. And the interim of all of that, he put me in front of people, he took me places, and he carried me through my journey. And as I was going through my journey and meeting these people, Letitia Allen Joseph is one of the people that I met through my journey when I moved from Philadelphia to Georgia, and we just connected. And who knew 9 years of knowing her that we will be in this space? Because when I met her, she was a stylist, had just taken over a salon, and it was just a two-chair salon at that time?
Three. Yeah.
Three. It was three. Mm-hmm. And didn't know her, but we connected over the years, always, because I was seeing the other stylist that was actually working for her. And that's how all this started. And we just became friends. I mean, we just did it. I mean, certain things you just can't make up. And we just always had an energy. We always had a vibe when we saw each other. You would have thought we'd known each other for
20 years.
Yes. But one thing we did know was this. I knew that she was from the DMV area, and that's another reason why we connected, because I felt like home. Yes. And then we started finding her clients was from the DMV area. So it's like, oh, wait a minute. So we all started connecting. It's a little small group of us in this Peachtree City, Tyrone area at the time. But it was amazing. And we just stayed connected throughout the years. And I moved to another state and came back, moved to another state, and she was still there talking about, girl, where's my product? So we kept the connection, and that's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
It's the truth.
Hey, what do you want me to say? So we had the opportunity. I was invited onto the Porsche show, which is here in Atlanta, and on Fox. And Fox invited me on, and I was like, I would like to have some guests. They said, well, who's your guest? I said, I don't know, but I want somebody that's been using my product. And who's been using my product for 9 years? Ish. So I called up, and she was like, girl, stop playing. I said, no, girl, I'm trying to tell you. They invited me on the show. I went, girl, shut the front door. I said, girl. And we did it. And from there, we realized by being on TV together and the response that we got from her clients and my client, well, I don't have any, I have clients with the product, but we
Right.
decided to take the show on the road. And I called up in October and I said, let's do a podcast. And that's how we landed this spot. This is
Yes.
all made up. This was like, I went to sleep and said, oh, let me do a podcast. And they were like, oh, let me call Tish. Since you want to do it. And that's how it happened. Because I wanted someone who has been doing we got 50 plus years of experience. Okay. I don't do hair anymore. That's not what I do. I make products and I travel, write books, do stuff like that. But I was doing that years and years ago. I did that, been there. Salon, on my own school, had my own kids salon. I've done all of that. But Tish is in the salon. And I was like, you know what? This would be a great opportunity to give back. I'm giving her the exposure. She's right there. She has a salon. People need my products. They can go to her salon. People need consultation. They can go to her salon. She has a brick and mortar. You can call me and I can try to walk you through, but it's nothing like being in person. So when I met her and I asked her to come on a Portia show and things just clicked, brain started clicking. And I asked her and she said yes. And that's how she ended up here. And that's why we're doing this thing. From wisdom and experience, that's what we bring you every Monday is wisdom and experience.
Yes.
What we have been through, not what we heard, not what somebody whispered into our ear and we didn't have no facts. We're talking about real experience.
Yes.
Because what Jane seen over here and Sally did over here and did it in the backyard and the front yard, we done did all that. Because it all evolves. There's nothing you can do, Tish. What they say, it's nothing you can do. What you gonna do? Other than you have my instructor used to say, if you can take mayonnaise and give it to the monkey and make the monkey do monkey flips, then you might can patent that. But there's nothing new in the sun with hair. We done flipped it, slide it. I'm over here. I'm dealing with the flipping and the frying. They already did. I've done that. So. But we're bringing you expertise of what we have learned over the years. Now, we're not saying we know everything, but we're going to tell you what we know through our experience.
Yes.
There's a difference when you go to college and learn something from a book where you go out into the world and get the experience. That's what you call that common sense. We got common sense experience on Oria's O'Shea podcast every Monday night at 9:00.
And real life experience.
And Tish got
compiled with the common.
Exactly.
Because we found out that the common sense ain't common. They lied. They lied to us.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's still Black History Month, so it's still Black. I knew. Oh, Lord, yes. You're absolutely correct. It's Black History Month. So I want to say, we're ending it out on a great note because we're talking about the health and wellness of your scalp and how to maintain it. But I just want to introduce you to my girl, Letitia Allen Joseph, because we got here together through what we just said, experience, common sense, and all of that wrapped into one. Because we can talk about what I say begins with H and N all day long. We never get sick. We could we talk in our sleep, laying on the backs, talking in our sleep, because that's what we love. But it's just, we want to talk about it and we want to share it with you. So thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate you.
You're awesome. Thank you for that lovely intro, Miss Maria.
Yes, ma'am. And wait a minute, and we got a birthday girl. Birthday is going to be on this Friday. The girl, she's always she coming over. She coming over the bridge for real.
I was like, wait a minute, I feel cheated out of 365 days. Like what? that feel like 280. Something sped up, I said, what? Didn't I just do this?
Yep. Yeah, you think you did. It's in your mind.
Oh my goodness.
Time is flying. Every day you have to get up with a purpose. You have to know exactly how your day is going to start. Now, you ask the Lord, or who you pray to, the guy, or if you pray, you ask for guidance every day. Because if you go to sleep at the end of that night, you wake up, there's a new day, and you
Whole new day.
haven't done
Whole new
nothing,
day. Yes. And you
nothing.
got to
Haven't
count
done.
them, like you say, count them as all joy,
Oh, joy, amen,
Oh,
amen.
you know, I am truly grateful, that that 365 is here, baby.
It's here. It's knocking at your door. It's Friday.
It is Friday. I'm excited about it.
Amen, amen. There's nothing else to do but to be excited.
Hey, well, sometimes people get depressed. You've
Mm.
met people along the journey and this thing called life, and they really battle, with the milestones, and they were like, I don't know, da 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 da. And I'm like, you cannot take that approach,
You got that
I
right.
had
I
listen.
don't mess with them folk.
I met a
I don't
woman.
mess with them folk, Tish.
Listen, I met a woman, an amazing individual, back
Uh-huh.
at the old salon, and she said she had such a vivacious personality. And
Uh-huh.
I know back then she was at least 64 years old.
Ooh,
And she said, I'm claiming 120.
I love it.
I said, what made you say that? She said, I don't know. That's just the number that God gave me. And I'm
Mm.
claiming 120.
Amen.
And I said, that is the most beautiful thing I have ever heard. I had never heard by, they say 100 or, maybe I get to be 105, but for 120, that's
Mhm.
pretty impressive. And
Mhm.
to meet this young lady, she's now 75.
Oh
She'll be
wow.
76.
Oh wow.
And her mother will be 98 this year.
Wow.
And it was so funny because the mother is doing amazing, living on her own, living her life, still doing what she got to do. And I said, how's your mother doing? And her mother and I pretty much have the birthday around the same time. She said, she fine. Mama is doing fine. She said, get
Mhm.
on my nerve, but she is good. And I'm like, look at her mother. And then here she is going on 76. And so for her to have that goal to make it to 120, but she has a trailblazer in front of her, her own mother, as an inspiration, as a guide. And I'm like, wow, no health issues at 98.
Mhm.
Okay. That's something to be grateful for. So when I hear my number, I'm like, wow, that pales in comparison, so I'm grateful.
Well, in my documentary, it's so funny you brought this up. In my
Mhm.
documentary, I'm the matriarch, I guess, basically of the Black community in Virginia, in my hometown. It's a young lady. Her name is, and I call her young lady. Her name is Miss Paigey Cosby, and Miss Paigey Cosby was my mom's best friend. Now, my mom left. She left, did face of the earth. She's in heaven now, at 62. But Miss Paigey is still living. She said I was speaking to her daughter tonight, and matter of fact, her daughter is supposed to be on tonight, and she's 87. But but her mama, her mama, she's in my documentary. I had to interview her, and Miss Pagey was 103 when I interviewed her. She turned 104 last year. This year in October, she will be 105. And
Wow.
tonight I said, hey, Miss Pagey. She said, hey, Rhea. So age is just a number, hunty. It's how you take care of yourself. That's why
Mm,
we talk about this hair, because it's all about how you take care of it. Because you can be Rapunzel. Ain't nobody saying that you can't, but you got to have hair goals.
mhm,
Everybody don't have hair goals.
mm.
They have what's the newest fashion. They
Yeah.
want to be caught up in the trend.
Mhm.
Sometimes your trend will leave you hairless. So that's why I want to do this. I want to do this whole series, this whole year, of how to your hair's dirty little secrets and how you can make how you can make it healthy again. And if you don't want, like I said the
What
last
can
podcast,
you said sometimes
everybody
the
might not
trends
want hair.
you
We're
said
gonna
the
have
trends will leave you what? Hairless?
hairless, hairless, not bald, hairless.
Sometimes.
Because see, what
It's true.
sometimes
You speaking the truth.
that's
You
right.
are definitely speaking the truth.
Because it only take one bad glue. and you pull that off and all your hair is gone. And I know we have some people out there. Tish, you have a nickname for that. What is that nickname? What is that? Throw? Is it throwaway? What was it? What's hashtag?
Don't be trapped. Don't get trapped.
Don't get trapped, because I said that's a throw. Yeah. Trap. Yep. Yes.
Don't get trapped. And some women are trapped under their wigs or their weave, or because of the years and the longevity of covering up their own hair. And over time, it has fallen out, bald patches, alopecia, severity of that. And they're trapped now. They have to wear something because they can no longer expose. Yeah, they can no longer expose their own hair. So it's a lot of that going around. And it's unfortunate, but cause and effect.
Cause and effect. So, Letitia, could you introduce yourself? We don't talk about everything. We
I
don't
can.
want to let the people know who you are. Because she wasn't with me last week. So let the people know who you are. Just in case we have some new people that's part of that 9,600 views that's not showing up as subscribers. Maybe they need to know who you are.
You'll get on them.
Because
hello, everybody.
Join us right now on Instagram. Can you say hello? Who is that, Tish? Do you know who that is? That name?
Who I'm seeing now, it looks like Love and Chemistry, and that just may be my sister.
Oh, okay. All right, sister. You need to tell your sister.
Come on over. Yes. We're going to get over there. Well, hello and good evening to all who have tuned in on this lovely podcast. My name is Letitia Allen Joseph, and I am a stylist of many years, a master cosmetologist and barber, an educator, salon owner, and friend. I love standing behind the chair because so much magic happens behind the chair.
Yes.
And standing behind the chair for over 34 years, you get to learn a lot about your clients and your clientele and the people that you work with and people that come into your contact. You're not always going to work with these people, but they kind of join you along the journey. Like the young lady I was speaking of that's claiming 120. She's our distributor. Okay. She brings in our product.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. She's been servicing the Tyrone community, Fayetteville and Fayette County and surrounding towns of Georgia. So she's very well known. I'm giving her a shout out to Miss Peggy on tonight. But I am truly grateful to be a part of this podcast. And as Maria has stated, we have a cute little history that dates back to 2016. And Maria came into the salon, in which I had just recently took over, where she was seeing a stylist that was already there, existing in the salon. And she had a product, and I had a product. I had a product on the shelf, shea butter, and I loved it. I thought it smelled so good. And she told me, she said, I'm going to need you to try mine because that's for play. And for many of you that have heard this story, I was like, oh, okay, she's real confident. Let me see what this product is. I had a beautiful display of all these. This shit. I mean, I took my time. I took my time.
Really nice.
This display was gorgeous. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to get an image of my
display.
Yes, please. She told me that was for play. And I said, okay, well, let's see. And lo and behold, she was a woman of her word. I tried her shea and been using it ever since. Amazing product. And that product has brought us full circle.
That's right.
Like you mentioned, this opportunity from the Portia show when you call, you said, girl, I need a favor. This is last minute. I know it is. I know you got clients on the book, but it's next Wednesday. I was like, what?
A week? I gave a whole week.
Oh my goodness.
Well, wait a minute. Remember the hair track? What is it? Hair Tara. Trichology. The trichologist.
The Fox 5 called her the day of or one day?
The day of. They
Yeah,
called her the day
that
of.
was something. So yeah, we always in the pickles. I was like, okay, well, let me move some people around now. For those that don't know, I booked out like 3 to 4 weeks out. And so I said, ooh, let me try to see what I can do with these clients. And I
She
was
made it
fortunate.
happen, y'all. She made it
Ooh, I
happen.
made it happen. I said, this is a pretty
And
cool
when you walk
opportunity.
into her salon, she got a big old picture of me and her.
That's
She
right.
got the picture. She is so proud of
That's right.
that moment, and she
That's
is
right.
showing everybody. You walk through that door, you see Fox News, and you see
That's
me
right.
and Fish. Okay, so I just want
With
y'all
the
to know.
product in the center.
That's right. That's right. So I'm here to
Absolutely.
tell you. See, you got to know how to pick them. You
That's
got to
right.
know how to pick them, because some people will say, "Oh, it's an opportunity. Okay, that's great, but whatever," and they wouldn't look at it. But she really see. So God showed me. He showed
Yeah.
me who's going to ride and die, and that's a ride and die sister right there. She's gonna ride with you through the end. All right,
Me
now
too.
that's the VA. That's that VA. Oh, Merlin did.
That's
Oh, did you
that's
say
a
what?
sisterhood.
That's
That's
a
a
sister. That's a
sisterhood.
sisterhood. It is,
You
and that's
know?
what we all should be. Not only is it Black History Month, but we as African Americans need to stick together.
Yes.
I have
And
black
build these
products.
strong
She has a
bonds.
salon. We need to support one another. I
Yes.
don't understand why it's so hard. And I don't want to hear this about, well, they don't have what I need. I try to support somebody that well, find somebody else. Everybody not trifling. Everybody is not don't judge everybody, one person by one mistake. Move on.
Yes,
Move
that was an
on.
excellent point. You know, we
Move
we we
on.
we have all ran into some things and some places that we say, you know what? But there's always somebody down the street, you know what I
Yes.
mean? That
Yes.
you feel like, you know what, this is not. But one thing I find that when you find someone that you really um, can connect with and have a great rapport, it's a whole separate category.
Yes, it is.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you hear people talk about bad locations and the experience they've had somewhere else, but then when
Right.
they come where they're comfortable, they feel like it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
No, we are the same. Some people choose to have an amazing experience, you know, or give you an amazing experience. And some people are brand new with just a thought and then they try to execute and it comes across totally different.
Right.
So if you're going to be in the servicing industry, please understand that this is a service of love.
Yes, it
You
is.
cannot be in the servicing industry with the nasty attitude.
Mm-mm.
It just doesn't
Mm.
mesh well.
No, and it doesn't
It
work.
doesn't create success.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people had to learn the hard way. You know, even though it's your own establishment that you created, you still have to spread love to those who are walking through your door because they can walk through another door just the
They
same
sure enough can.
and never return.
That's
So
right. And
the
never
whole
return.
concept is repeat
That's
business.
right. Repeat and bring
You
bring a
want
friend.
That's right. You want
Bring
the
a friend.
repeat business. So when you create that great cycle of return, you've got something. You've got something pretty amazing. And you know, you want to create longevity. And so through the friendship of Maria and I, we've created longevity. You
We have.
know, these years have been interesting. We've been through COVID, we've been
Mhm.
through, you know, that was one of the biggest plagues that hit the land. But
Yes.
guess what? My skin still needed some shea. So we was meeting up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I meant to call you today. I went to get my pedicure. And
Uh-huh.
usually she'd be feeling on my feet and trying to, I'm like, mm-hmm. Today, them baby feet sat on her hand. She said nothing. Nothing. She say nothing. She always say, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Oh."
Ah,
She ain't say nothing. She like, "Oh, I don't feel nothing." You sure enough don't. I mean, baby smooth,
see,
Orizzle shade, baby smooth. Shut that noise down. Shut it down.
you said she ain't gonna talk about me.
She ain't gonna talk about me.
No more.
She ain't never talk about me. Mm-mm. Shut it down. She said nothing. Nothing did she say. Not one thing.
Wow.
Now that we talking about this, nothing.
Hmm.
Because originally Tish was going to be on the Portia show. We're going to get to the scalp in a minute.
Oh my Lord.
But originally she was going to come on with the feet. And they was like, no, no, no.
You,
She talked about something else, and then she started talking about her skin. And I mean, if you get a chance, you got to put in Maria Lee Driver Portia show. It'll
yeah,
come
it was
up.
a hair love
Portia,
segment.
it's called Hair Love segment. Yes,
Yes,
and
yes.
you see it. And matter of fact, I might. I think we had the link on a YouTube channel. If not, then I'll make sure he put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
But and it was good. And Tish got on and she talked about her skin and and how she used it everywhere. But we didn't put the feet up. But them feet, baby, when I asked her, she understood the assignment. When I said, "Would you like to do a show?" She said, "Yes." I said, "I need some feet." Within minutes, those pictures came through my phone. Ding, 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 ding. She had pictures of feet. She
Listen, when it comes
understood
to
the
my feet, I don't
assignment.
play.
She she understood the assignment. So you
That's
see
right.
how we're talking about this now? We want you to get the assignment for your hair, for your
Yeah.
scalp, baby. Let's stop playing with this. Someone said to me, it says, everybody can't have hair like you. I didn't have no hair either. I grew this. I had to go through the trenches of figuring things out. That's why I created a product. You gotta come over. Come on now. I'm giving you an assignment. I did my homework. Look at here. Look,
She's
look, look,
done the
look.
homework for you.
I did the homework. Tish, tell them about the journal. Tish, you got a copy of the journal.
Yes, this journal is simply adorable. And, you know, Maria has been talking up the journal, and she came by the salon to bring me a copy of the journal. And as I thumbed through it, I said, "Oh, this is an experience."
Yes, it is.
This book is a memoir, like a keepsake. It kind of reminded when you first, Maria, remember when you first had your baby and they was give you the all the little goodies in the goodie bag, and they would
Yes,
give you the journal
yes, yes, yeah, yes,
to
yes.
log your experiences with the
Wow.
first trimester,
Okay.
second trimester, and then it had little images to go
Mhm.
along with it. Well, that's where that took me. This book took me
Oh, okay.
there, and I was like, "Oh, this is more than just a log sheet." Let's be clear. A lot of times when people talk about journals, it's like, log in what you did, write it down, move on. This gives you more of an experience. It kind of walks you through the journey of the healthy hair and others and with the images. So it was really nice and really like endearing. It was really endearing.
Thank you.
And kind of like self-promoting. Like you want to log in your accomplishments with your hair, your achievements, and then see the reflection of the stories that she's sharing along with it. So it was really sweet. And I did not expect that. So when I got it, I was like, okay. So you will be very pleased with the journal. And yeah, log in and get you a little cute little book, keep that in your nightstand, and one of those things you can always go back and look and say, "Oh yes, I remember." Because like my daughter's baby books, sometimes I go back and look, and
Mhm.
you shifting things around, and so let me thumb. What did I write about
Mhm.
me at that
Mhm.
time?
Right, right,
What
right.
was going on in my world at that
At
moment,
that
and
at
so
that
this book
moment.
kind of
Mhm.
creates that for you. So yes,
Mhm.
I am tickled pink at the dirty little secrets and how to make your hair healthy again.
Yeah, because
Yes.
that's the most important thing. I mean, you see people putting oils on your scalp. You see people putting conditioner. They're telling you that your hair, you put this on, your hair going to grow in 3 days or 3 weeks or 3 months. We know as professionals that's not true. That's
Mm.
not how hair goes, and especially not for us. Now,
Oh
if
yeah.
you got a little something, we already talked about that. You got a little something mixed in, yeah, your hair might grow a little faster because of that DNA.
Mm-hmm.
But as an African American with that grows naturally, your hair doesn't grow like that, and your scalp don't secrete oil like that either.
Mm-hmm.
You need that scalp if you're an athlete, or
Mm-hmm.
if you have a oily. Some people do have oily skin, and they
Mm-hmm.
have oily scalp. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't keep that scalp clean, it clogs up.
Yeah.
What happens, Tish? The
Mm-hmm.
hair, you can get ingrown hair. You can get that on your scalp, not
Yeah.
just We talk about men having ingrown hairs on their beard and whatnot. You can also have that in your I've seen that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
personally have seen that.
Very, very bizarre, but it happens.
It
It's
can happen. And
yes,
people have, I mean, bumps and pimples on the
yes,
scalp
yeah.
because that oil, when it comes out, if you don't shampoo that hair, or you don't keep that
Mm-hmm.
you don't keep that scalp clean. We talked about detoxing.
Mm-hmm.
I came on and said, "Hey, I just detox. It felt so good. I mean,
A little
and
scrub.
yes, and I have that whole recipe inside the journal. I
See,
break it down from month to month to month, and that's what we're talking about for this whole year. We're trying to get your scalp right because if your scalp not right, what's your foundation?
yeah, yeah. You got to start with that. You know, and you mentioned earlier in the early portion of the segment, like, listen, there's so many things that can remove hair from your scalp when you neglect it, you know?
Mhm.
So giving it some TLC, giving it some love and understanding, well, what does that mean? You know, how do I start with that? And start with cleansing, you know, making sure that if you have a scalp that produces a lot of buildup, flakes and things like that, you may have a little bit more of a situation that may needs medical attention. But other than that, just giving that TLC, applying the oils and things like that on the hair, that's a great start. You know, you got to start from somewhere,
Yeah, that's right.
and loving on that hair is definitely a sign of, okay, what do I need? Water.
Right,
Let's
water,
do some
hydration, and that, and we're going to
hydrated.
talk about that next month. You need to. Oh my goodness, when I decided to write the journal, like Tish said, I didn't at first I wanted to be a workbook. And then I thought about it. You're
Mm,
gonna work with what? Well,
mm,
what is that? So I had to break it down. I took it back to my instructor years. I took it back to when I wrote my curriculum for my school.
okay.
I took it back because you got these pages, but you also need some meat on the bone. And I
Mm-hmm.
went in and I broke it down to
Mm,
explain to you why it's important to shampoo, how many times you need to shampoo, why is it important to detox your scalp? Because we get a buildup on the scalp. And that's why we're having this conversation this whole month.
mm-hmm.
The maintenance of the scalp. You have to take care of that scalp. Because remember, the hair will grow from the root. But when it comes to out, when it push out from the epidermis, then what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna look around and say, "Oh Lord, what is this? Is I'm on planet Mars? What is this?" Or is it gonna come out to a nice, clean, super? And it's gonna say, "I want to grow here."
Yeah,
Is
to
that what it's
flourish. I
gonna
want to flourish here.
do? Yes, yes. Oh, I like this place.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't take care of your scalp, it's gonna show you what it's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna grow. It's not gonna produce anything but damage because it's gonna be limp.
Mm-hmm.
um that cuticle can stay shut. That's another thing. You get that cuticle stay shut, that means it's not receiving nothing.
Nothing.
Everything you doing, you fighting it, you hitting it
Right.
constantly.
Right.
You have to have that hair strand open up
Mm.
and be receptive. And that's when when you put on a conditioner, it will receive that. You put
Yes.
any oil on it, receive that. But
Mm-hmm.
if you don't take care of that hair, I promise you, it will leave you looking
Yeah.
crazy. And you
Yeah.
be like, I need a relaxer. That's the first thing.
Mm.
It's not doing anything. So can you just get this straight? Because it's
Right.
always tight. It's tight like this. But you gotta show us some love. You gotta show
Mm.
us some. Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta show us some love. And I have right here examples. We did this before. Tish will tell you
Oh,
she
yes.
her experience dealing with people who have she's seen that swollen scalp, she's seen that redness. I have too. And it's just amazing how people don't realize those are the things that starts first. That's letting your scalp letting you know there's a problem.
Mhm. Right.
Those are your
Red
signs.
flags.
Red
Yes.
flags, alert, alert.
Right.
Baby, there's something
Right.
wrong up here. You got to
Mm-hmm.
fix this. Because if you
Yes.
don't fix that, the
Yes.
hair's not going to grow.
Right.
And if it grows, it's not going to grow correctly. It's not going to be
Mm-hmm.
healthy.
Yeah.
And
And
then
the
some
goal
people,
is health.
I've known people that their hair grow a certain length, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, how did the hair just? I mean, it took me a while for my hair to grow, but why
Mm-hmm.
is it? And throughout the years, It's the things that they have done. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can talk your hair into growing a certain length. Well,
Mm-hmm.
my mama hair didn't grow. My sister hair didn't grow.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like when people say, well, my mama passed the cancer. My mother passed the cancer, but I'm not telling you I'm a pass the cancer.
Right.
I don't know what I'm a pass of, but I'm not claiming that. So you gotta speak. You gotta speak what you
Yes.
want in existence.
Yes.
Stop saying
Yes.
that.
Mm-hmm. It's power in the tongue,
Yes,
And so a lot of
exactly.
times we don't even realize the words that we speak. I never forget I heard this and it just stuck with me. It says some words that you speak, the seeds actually fall to the ground and flourish. And I said,
That is
and
true.
I know I was
Mm-hmm.
a teenager when I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? So sometimes I'll say something, let me pick it up before it falls to the ground. Let me pick that back up.
That's right. Be careful what you say. I mean that's it.
But that analogy, so you keep watering something that you
Yes.
spewed out.
Mm-hmm.
Once it hits the ground and you keep watering by repeating it,
Oh,
it's gonna grow. It's gonna flourish exactly what you're putting out.
that's right.
So be wise, speak life over your hair and your skin and your daily walk because it's important.
It's very
That's
important
important. Yes.
because like I said, I've been through some things with my hair, but I didn't allow that to stop me. I just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to figure out how to make it better. And that's
Mm.
why I created a Rizzo shape because
Mm-hmm.
at that time I had a kiss salon and I wanted to do something natural. But when God put that in my hand, then I started moving towards other things.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that I've created, I use.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So as they say, I'm a walking billboard for my product.
You
I
can
am.
attest to
Because
you
that's
use
right.
it. Yes.
That's right. And people who use it that you're scared to come on here and give your testimony. Whew, I have many. I have an email list over 10,000 people. I gotta like drag and pull because all of a sudden people, I want to know you want about the FBI. I'm just playing. Get over here and tell your testimony. And some people have. Some people
Yeah.
have. I give shout outs to them. But a lot of you guys have such great results, and you shy. I understand it. But I just want you to know that you got to believe in wanting it first. You gotta want it, and then you take the steps towards to get it. And
Mm-hmm.
the maintenance then of your scalp, maintaining a healthy scalp is very, very important. Um, when we talked about the oil,
Mm-hmm.
you see how clean my scalp is after I shampooed, and at that time I was wearing my hair straight, and I got a
That's
whole.
you.
That's me. That's a whole. I got a whole
I was
series.
like, wait a minute. I thought that was of Asian descent
Oh
image.
no, that's not the. I think I had one of the ages. Let me see. Where's? Oh no, that's still me. No, that's me.
That is silk
That's
and
me.
smooth, girl.
Yeah, that's it. That's when I had it. When I came to your salon, right after I got it done. Remember when
Mm-hmm.
Dee was there? Okay,
You about
so
to
that
travel, right? That was you was about to travel.
yeah, I was getting ready to travel. Yep, I
Mm-hmm.
was going out of
Okay.
town, and
Yes.
that was it. And I was putting the oil on that, and I recorded it, and that's my scalp. That's a healthy scalp.
Great
This
picture.
picture right here is when my scalp wasn't healthy. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying.
Big
Don't
difference.
say, don't say, oh, you just got good hair and this. No, that's not
And you can
true.
see the
We all
redness.
go
You can
through
see
some
the
things.
inflammation. This picture captures,
Yes.
the redness and the inflammation. Absolutely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Oh yeah.
I was looking crazy because it was on my right side, it was over here, all the hair was
Mm-hmm.
gone, fell
Mm-hmm.
out for whatever reason. And like I said, it could be medication,
Mm-hmm.
stress. It could and it could be alopecia. It could have been trauma. What is it? Trauma is it traumaca alopecia? It could have been some. I don't know what it was. All I
Mm-hmm.
know is I woke up, it was gone. But
Mm.
my scalp was telling me something because I do remember it was just itching all the time. It was just
Mm.
itching and itching. I don't know
Wow.
why. Just in that spot. And then
Wow.
one day I went to pull up my hair to put up. I'll never forget to pull it up, and I said, "Well, what in the world is what is going on?" And you have to pay attention. You have to address that. And
Yeah.
that's how I end up creating the oil because my scalp was on fire. At first, I was using tea tree, and
Mm-hmm.
the tea tree was irritating it.
Yeah,
So I
because
had to
teachers
go
are very
back.
strong.
I had to go back and start researching and find out
Okay.
what would actually take down the inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
and heal it as well.
Yeah.
So once I got into learning about basil, I had that in
Mm.
on my scalp. Pomegranate is excellent for inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
Cranberry, same thing,
Mm.
nutrients. Aloe vera
Mm.
oil,
Oh,
peppermint. Peppermint is not as strong as tea tree, but it's
mm.
also a healer. I did my research and I put that together. Plus, like I said, you got to understand if you have a product, for those of you that's at home creating something, if you have a product and you have something that you use and it has so many ingredients in it, make something else that's different. Because if you make something that's got the same ingredients, how are you going to know if it works? If
Mm.
everything is doing the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
you just pass it on. So when you think about things that you need for your hair, look for things that have different ingredients.
Mm.
If you
Mm-hmm.
got shea butter shampoo, shea butter conditioner, shea butter, you going straight across shea butter. What in the world? No, you don't need that much because now that's an overload. And the reason I said that, and I can say it, is because I'm allergic to mango. The doctor said the reason I'm allergic to mango is because I have mango in my Rizzo Shea. So guess what I didn't put in my hair oils?
Mm-hmm.
Mango.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it works fine. Suppose I put the mango in there, I might have had a reaction. So you
Yes.
don't want to overload because that causes allergies. It's
Mm-hmm.
listen, this is experience, hunties, for male and females. I'm letting you know right now, all this works together. Knowing
Mm-hmm.
this knowledge and power that we're showing you and we teach you every Monday.
Take heed.
We're
Yeah.
giving you nuggets. We're giving you diamonds and
Good,
rubies.
good
Take it.
golden nuggets
Look,
and
that's right. That's right. Take it.
platinum.
Now this is what you call this right here. This is a clean scalp. Now that's my scalp. That's a clean
Mm-hmm.
scalp. But that's what
Mm-hmm.
you gotta. That's your goal is to have a clean scalp.
Yes.
And Tish and
Yes.
I talked about don't sit down. You know how you sat down in front of mom and them, and they took that comb and they were scratch. Oh my
And
goodness,
raking all that. Yeah, that is not
flickering, just flickering
what you
up.
want to do.
Okay, you can't do that, causing damage to your scalp. Oh, but it
Irritation,
feels
dampness.
good. It feels good for the moment.
Yes.
Till
Right.
they pull that comb back and them hairs that they're scrubbing at the root of the
Mm-hmm. It's
scalp.
creating.
I'm here
Yeah.
to tell you, they're destroying. They Lord baby, they're
You're removing
destroying
it
the
right
hair
out your scalp.
right out your scalp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, oh, it feels good. Keep doing that for a couple years. Sometimes it don't even take a couple years. It
Yeah.
might take a year.
Yeah. 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 You're creating trauma and don't even realize it until it's too late. You
Too
know.
late.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you can't glue that back in. That's one thing
Yeah.
about the root, honey. It don't work like that.
Right. They need time to heal. And then
Hmm.
sometimes you're abusing it because you're rushing the healing process. It has to heal from within. And that's another thing. A lot of times people don't realize the healing process takes some time. It takes a
Hmm.
while. It's not an overnight.
Uh-uh.
You may think it is, but it's starting from inside and then working outward.
Hmm.
And for the scalp, it works exactly the same way.
Uh-uh. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to tell you guys when we bring it to you, we're bringing what we know through experience. I mean, yeah, I have hair, but I've lost a lot of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Menopause,
Mm.
medications, which I really don't take a lot of medications, but whatever I've taken, if it didn't agree with my body, it comes out through my hair. Diet. If you
Mm-hmm.
certain things you eat that's not agreeing with you, I promise you, your hair, your nails, all of that. I'm telling you, your body tells you everything.
Mm-hmm.
If your scalp is itching all the time, it's telling you, baby, I need something. I need a
Yes.
shampoo. I need some oil. I need detox. I need to
Yeah.
for you to go and take all this stuff and start all over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You need to do something. It's telling you something, and you need to find out what that is. Because all
Mm-hmm.
that digging and scratching, and then you look, your scalp is bleeding. It's just like your gums. If your gums is bleeding, it's telling you something.
Yeah.
And Tish, that's your wheelhouse because that's what you used to do
Yeah.
as assistant in the dental. If your gums
Mm-hmm.
is bleeding, it's telling you something is not right.
Right.
Wake up.
It's
Hello.
inflamed. Your gum tissue is inflamed. There could be a root issue, could be a nerve issue. Something is happening because when things are at harmony, you don't have any issues.
You ain't got no issues.
So if something is flaring up, but they like the term a flare up, there means there's an issue somewhere that needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to look at that statement and use it across the board for the body, the hair, the
Mm-hmm.
skin. It's all the same. Make sure you watch the signs of the body. It's communicating with you. If your gums are, oh, that I must have bit on something wrong because there could be something trapped down in the gum tissue that needs to
Mm-hmm.
come out.
That's
You
right.
got, and what do I would say? Start with swishing it around some
That's
water
right.
on the surface.
Yeah.
Water is your friend.
Water is your friend.
Water is your friend.
And like I said, next month we're going to be talking about hydration. Water is going to be your best friend because we're going to break that
Yes.
down. And
Yes.
that's why I did the journal, because it's broken down week by week, isn't it, Tish?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what to do every week, not guessing. You have an assignment every week. And that's what you need to do if you want to bring your hair back healthy again. But the biggest thing is let it breathe. I talked about
Oh
Tish
yeah, that's huge.
last week when you weren't here yet last week, but I said Tish said I'm getting ready to hurt some people's feelings because Tish says she's gonna hurt your feelings. But them braids, they're supposed to stay in how long, Tish?
4
To the
weeks.
most.
4 weeks.
You don't hurt
And I
somebody's feelings.
know,
You don't hurt somebody's feelings. Say it again, Tish. How
4
long?
weeks.
See, she don't hurt somebody's feelings.
Oh, absolutely. I know I stepped on some toes, but it's so important. Please understand that after the 4th week, and you, of course, they want 8 out of it. Let's just be clear. They want a break
12.
for
What you talking about?
2
What's this? 8?
months. At least 8.
I met somebody not too long ago. She told me my hair been braided for the last 3.5 months. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, okay, you
Yeah,
need to watch
that's
the
not
podcast.
what you want to
You
do.
need to watch the podcast.
Yeah, your hair is fussing, cussing. It's yelling at you from deep within. And a lot of times, like you say, you can't escape grooming. Let's just start with that. You can't escape it. So you can have temporary fixes, temporary fixes of grooming, hiatus, take a long break. I get it. However, you can't expect your hair to be resilient after
Right.
you've had it muffled down, smothered, covered, trapped for 3 months.
Right.
You can't. And you wonder why. Well, why it's not acting right? It's literally stumbling in the dark once you remove whatever you've had on it. And it needs time to rehabilitate itself through oxygen, air. It has not had any air. Water. It hasn't had any water. Conditioner. It hasn't had any of those things in 3.5 months. And then you expect it to be amazing when you take it out.
Oh
It,
yeah. You
it
want to do
doesn't work
all
like
the monkey flips.
that. Yeah. And then it's
yeah.
limp, it's weak, it's not bouncing. And you're like, well, maybe I just need a relaxer. That's the first thing you think, which is creating even more of a downward spiral effect, because the healthy hair needs time to restore itself. Give it time. I tell people, if you had it in for 6 weeks, you got to leave it out for 12.
Wow. Y'all heard it here. She just told you. She dropped a golden nugget. Because see, I used to weave. But my clients, they didn't like it. They didn't keep it in that long. But I have met people that have actually kept their weave in 2, 3, 4, 6 months. You've seen anybody that's been on social media, pictures of people. It is just unbelievable. People. Work with us. You cannot just let those braids stay underneath a cap and then take the cap off and think it's going to be okay.
Right.
No. 6 months, 3 months of a cap, your hair is still growing. And then your other hair is collecting dirt and sweat. All of that, whatever's going on in your scalp, because it's not, remember, it's like Tish just said, muffled.
It's muffled.
It is muffled underneath.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Scalp is just like you. It's like daggone. I had to say daggone. It's just like the scalp is under the ground and it's trying to figure its way. How are you gonna come and take this dirt off of me?
Right.
That's how the scalp is feeling.
It's like a computer. It's a sensory. So it has a lot of sensors in it. So it understands when something is hovering over it. You know how when you somebody stand too close to you and it's real uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm,
unless it's somebody that your chemistry is extremely great with.
mm-hmm,
Even after a while, you have to say, okay, you're too close. So
mm-hmm.
imagine something suffocating. The just like you can stand there and feel like somebody's too close to you, your scalp is doing the same thing.
And I have to
Release.
say this:
Yes.
headaches. People be complaining about
Mm-hmm.
headaches.
Mm-hmm.
When the last time you took that wig off your head? When was
Yes.
the last time you took that weave out? And
Mm.
listen, I don't want nobody talking about what, because you just saying that because you got hair. Baby, I had 3 inches of hair before I started growing my hair. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have a problem. I don't have a problem. My kids would tell you, I will shave this off and start all over again. I keep the hair on my head because of a Rizzo Shea. Babe, I can wash and go, shampoo and go, and I'm good. Don't get me started. You got to let that hair breathe because
Mm-hmm.
headaches,
Mm-hmm. It's a real
headaches.
thing. Migraines, headaches, pressure is feeling like you said, you feel like something is suffocating and you're not even thinking, oh, maybe it's this weave. I would have a lady that would have, once we would do crochet, something as simple as crochet, but it was the product that whatever's in the kink line, well, that's a whole nother subject.
Right.
But they were saying that it was causing anxiety. And
Mm,
literally, when I would
mm.
complete, she would have to get up and pace the floor for at least 20 minutes
Wow.
after her service
Wow.
because her anxiety would be high
Wow.
because her sensory was off. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
that is deep.
That is deep.
But because the body can tell this is foreign, this is a foreign object, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not comfortable.
I'm not
But we
comfortable.
ignore it.
Uh-huh.
We ignore those
You do.
things. And oh my goodness, Vanessa Williams. I don't know if y'all saw this B-rated movie. It was very unique. But the gist of the story was putting hair on your head and taking on a different identity because it will consume you from a
Mm,
perspective of it doesn't want to be there.
mm.
And this show, I think she might have produced this maybe about 7 8 years ago, and it was a horror. It was a horror.
I never saw that.
The hair would literally come alive while it was
No,
on your head,
no.
but it was always about weave. The weave would move. Like she would be doing an interview, and it would go from one side, and then the hair would just show up on the.
No, I never see that. I
You
gotta look
gotta
that
watch.
up. Girl, you gotta, oh no, I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Oh my goodness. No, no, Tish. Are you serious? No,
I'm very serious.
I know.
And I couldn't believe Vanessa Williams did this, but you know, being in the profession that I am in, and this is of cosmetology, you see a lot of things.
Oh, you
And
do.
you see, you hear, and you witness. And
Mm-hmm.
to see her put this movie together, and it was low budget, but when I tell you it was informative. But they talk about half the time we don't even know where this hair comes from.
Right.
Yes, it may say Yaki, and
Mm-hmm.
Yaki
And
is
that
not
stuff not
human.
clean. We talk
Yeah,
about this.
let's be clear. Yaki says 100% human like. Please understand, Yaki comes off of a yak, which is an animal that
That might
lives in the
have
mountains.
anything, right? And then if you don't shampoo that hair or soak it and try, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen, like I said, me and Tish can talk about hair all day, every
All
day.
day.
But this is what we're saying. These are the things that affect your scalp. I used to
Yes.
have a man, I would give him color. Oh, I can't think of his name. God bless him. He probably passed now. This is when I was in the hair industry. So it's been like 20 years ago. He would come, he would travel a whole hour. He wouldn't let nobody do his hair but me. But soon after I would do his hair, throughout the years, each time it would get worse. And his scalp would inflame to the point that he had to actually, I never forget the last time I gave him color, he had to go to the emergency room. And they told him it was the color that was affecting his scalp. But he was so vain, he was like, but I need this color. I don't want this white hair. And he called me and said, I can't, I want you to see my hair, but I just don't have anything to do with you because I told you to put it in. Because he had told me, I said, you sure you want to do this? He said, yeah. He said, I'm gonna be all right. Well, each time it got worse, and he finally had to let it go. But it was telling him in the beginning it wasn't right, and it was fine when I put it on. The color on it was black, and then he would go home, and he said within a couple of days his scalp would itch, and then it'll go away. So he just thought maybe it was just something else. And it got to the point where he couldn't put it in anymore. We're saying all of this. Your scalp tells you up front, just like everything else, if it's all right. It's just that when I showed you about when I started this whole journal with the hair dirty little secrets and how to make it healthy again. Shampoo your hair, people. Condition your hair, people, and let it dry. I promise you, it's going to tell you. It's your scalp going to tell you if it's dry, because if you don't put anything on it and it just dries, it's just like when I went to the lady today. I looked down at my feet. My feet was white, Tish. I said, oh, that was that lotion she put on me. If I had put a Rizzo shade, I wouldn't have had no issue.
You've been glistening.
Within an hour or two, my feet did cheap lotion.
Yeah.
They don't work.
Ain't nothing
but water.
Our body needs more than that.
Yes. So we're saying to you, everybody tonight that's on, thank you so much for tuning in. But your scalp, I'm telling you, just one little simple thing. Shampoo your hair, not your stylist now. This is you. This is your assignment. That's why I wrote the journal. It's about you. It's not about your style. Don't be taking this stuff to your style. Yeah, well, we need to do this. No, this is personal. This is your personal diary. Okay. Shampoo your hair and let it dry. And if anybody on my social media pages, I'm getting ready to do we got a whole hair journal community that's on a Rizzo Shea. And we get ready to put down all my recordings that I did for the whole month of February. We're going to be dropping them, how I styled my hair without a blow dryer, without a hooded dryer, because I didn't have one. But let your hair dry naturally. And I'm telling you, it's going to tell you something. And you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared. Some of y'all are going to be shocked. In the right test, they're going to be shocked. Like, what? Wait, what?
Whose head is this?
Because when you go to the stylist, she make you look so beautiful. That's her job. She's licensed. She's supposed to make you look beautiful. But baby, when you pull back them curtains,
you want to see. I do a thing with people who don't understand their own hair, and I'll take the mirror to the bowl. And I say, now look at this is you. Before I take you to my chair, before I towel blot out all your water, this is you. Feel it. Look at your, and they're in amazement because they don't see that. When they at home, they're handling it. They hurry up and take the towel and just absorb all the water, and then they get to brushing and pulling and tugging. And I take them before I lift them up and say, this is you. Look, feel it. And a lot of times they are really like, oh, they have this look of pleasantry on their face. And they're like, okay, I didn't think this was my hair. This is your hair. Look at it. Stop beating it up and telling them it's the opposite of what it is. You have beautiful hair. Embrace your texture.
That's right.
Everyone has a different texture, and it's okay.
It's okay.
It's so okay. Yes, because all of it can be made into whatever you desire. And that's the beauty.
Amen. That's it.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, We at 9:59. What? We did this. I'm telling you, we still have conversation, but we're gonna
Absolutely.
hold that off until next week. So you guys have a wonderful week, a blessed week, and
Yes,
you take
indeed.
care of that hair because there's nothing like some healthy hair, hunty.
That's
I'm
right.
here to tell you. And good night, and thank you guys so much. Oh, you too. Y'all showing up and showing out. I appreciate you. Thank you so
We
much.
love it.
Please share. We want more subscribers. Keep watching, but
Keep
go
watching.
on and come and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful weekend, Tish. Because we blessed.
Be blessed.
Oh, we blessed.
Thank
Yes.
you. I love that. Sparkle, sparkle.
Great. Awesome. You
Yes.
guys have a great week. And we will see you later next Monday.
Next Monday.
Bye bye.